Hey church family, by now you should have received an email from us or a hard copy letter. We titled that letter Beyond 2020. One of the reasons why we titled that is because we have to look beyond 2020 and look to 2021. But before we look to 2021, let's look at 2020. Because since March 15th, I think our world and our culture and everything around us would have us look at 2020 as a throwaway year, like a waste of a year, like we need a do-over. But you know what? We don't need a do-over, because in the midst of the chaos, in the midst of the pandemic, in the midst of all the craziness that happened, God showed up in a big way here at our church. And I want to highlight some of that. I want to share with you some of the things that God did that maybe you didn't know about, because it was an awesome year for us as a church in 2020. We had, since March 15th to now, we had over 60 new guests come and visit us here on our campus. That's pretty remarkable. Since March, we've had 25 baptisms. Are you kidding me? 25 baptisms in the midst of a pandemic? But wait, it even gets better than that. In our youth ministry with Pastor Albert and his team, they had 4 first-time decisions, they've had 7 baptisms, and 21 rededications. Are you kidding me? That's only things that God can do. But it doesn't stop there. And since we started our food pantry in August, we have been able to feed over 2,200 families. That all right there encapsulates what God has done in 2020 here at this church. See, 2020 was not a throwaway year. 2020 has been an amazing year. And that's not all God has done. We were able to go online because we had to on March 15th, and we've had hundreds of new people who have watched us online through this new online platform. And again, all those things are all because God was still and is still moving in the midst of the chaos. See, none of this took God by surprise. God is always faithful. You guys have always been faithful. And all this happens because you give week in and week out to the mission of God right here at this church. And we wanted to say thank you as we get ready to turn the page on 2020 and look to the future of 2021, which in that letter you heard some of the great things. You've read some of the great things that we have planned for January with a new series called Everybody's Going Through Something, where we're going to be addressing some of those issues of depression and anxiety. So we look forward to that, and for you to invite your friends to that series. And then not only that, but we're also saying that for 2020 we want to be a church that prays, and we're saying 2020 is going to be an extreme prayer year for us, where we will be praying through different things every month, and we're going to give you some things to help you remember what to be praying for that. So church family, we're excited for 2021 as we get ready to jump into it. And I know that you're walking alongside us as we head into this new year here at Knott Avenue. Church family, thank you for your faithfulness. Thank you for always giving to the mission of God here at Knott Avenue Christian Church. We love you guys. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.